Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I want to talk about something that is so surprising, the Houston Texans being in the second round of the playoffs. When the season started, I definitely did not expect that. I said I wanted the team to win 6 to 8 games. I thought that was a fair bar considering the fact that we were a 3-win team the year before and we've been terrible for many years. But the things that have happened have been literally like a dream to me, considering that you get a quarterback who arguably may be the greatest rookie quarterback of all time. You get a head coach who's able to basically tell Christian Harris what to do, and then when he tells his linebacker what to do, he does it and gets a pick six in the playoffs. So obviously, he's a very smart coach. This team, we're about to travel to Baltimore. We're playing a team that is the best in the NFL, the number 1 seed, and they have every reason to win this game. So basically what I'm going to tell you Texan fans, and if any Texan player so happens to watch this, what are the keys? What's the mentality and the keys to win a game like this? So to break down, this is how I see this game playing out if we win. So there are 2 options that could have happened. Before I even go into that, there's 2 options. You can either play at Kansas City or play in Baltimore, depending on Buffalo and Pittsburgh's game. I wanted the Buffalo Bills to win the game, and the reason why is because I didn't want to have to go to Kansas City. I knew that plot was not good for us. You go to Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes been playing football. He played football last week, beat down the Dolphins. They're kind of in a good rhythm. The Baltimore Ravens haven't played football in 3 weeks. So it's the rest versus rust. So I'm saying if there was a game you're going to upset, a game that you're going to win and upset the opponent, it's not going to be at Kansas City. It's going to be Baltimore, because Baltimore, Lamar Jackson has his struggles in the postseason. And not only that, but they haven't played meaningful football in 3 weeks. That is, if you're going to upset someone, that's the team you're likely to upset. The thing about this is the mentality factor. The Baltimore Ravens are a great football team, but you're also a damn good football team yourself, Houston Texans. Considering the fact that you've made it this far and you just beat down a really good Cleveland Browns team, you're also good. So don't go into this game with fear. You're playing with house money, but don't think of it too lightly. Don't think of it like, you know what, it's house money. So come in with a little pressure on yourself. This is an opportunity to do something special. So come in, feeling like we have to obviously win this game. We need to take advantage of the moment, because the moments like this may not happen again. But at the same time, don't come in scared, right? You're in this moment for a reason. The 2 teams that you beat to get to this moment, the Colts and the Browns, also beat the Baltimore Ravens. I'm not saying that makes it lock in that you're going to beat them, but I'm saying you're a pretty good football team. Another key is you have to start off fast and strong. Look how Green Bay played against Dallas. They came in immediately and punched them right in their mouth and said, "We here." That's the mentality that you have to have, Houston Texans. Because the Baltimore Ravens, if it's a game where you guys say the Baltimore Ravens start slow and you start slow, they're going to figure it out before you do. The momentum is a real thing. And when they start figuring it out, they're going to score a touchdown. You have 0. And then maybe you get a field goal and then they can score another touchdown. Now it's 14-3. Now the game doesn't look like it's going to be in your favor. So the key thing is you have to start off strong. You have to score in the first quarter. And I mean score a touchdown, or at least be on the verge of a touchdown drive. You have to be on that type of timing if you want to have a shot to win and upset a team like this. You can't start off slow. The Baltimore Ravens have an elite defense, but you have a pretty good team yourself, like I said before. Got to start off strong. If you don't start off strong, you're not going to win this game. Another key thing is that the week 1 Texans, you have to understand the difference, because people say that the week 1 Baltimore Ravens is, different than, this Baltimore Ravens team. And I agree, right? This Baltimore Ravens team is different. It's better than week 1. But the Houston Texans from week 1 and week 20 is drastically different. I think the difference is significantly higher for the Texans than for the Ravens, because we all knew the Ravens were going to be a good football team. If someone told you that the Baltimore Ravens would be the number 1 seed in the NFL, in the AFC, you'd be like, okay, that's not crazy. That's cool for them, but that's not crazy. But if I told you that the Texans would be the number 4 seed, win the division, and win a playoff game, when we face Baltimore in week 1, if you told me that information, I would have thought you're lying. Jacksonville has this division run. There's no way that happens. But it did. What are some key differences that is from this team and the week 1 team? CJ Stroud is a better quarterback now than he was in week 1. Obviously, he was playing really pretty well in week 1. He got sacked 5 times, but he had enough to show you, okay, this guy has something. But he's better now. He's seen more coverages. Bobby Slowick, he's gelled more in Bobby Slowick's system. Bobby Slowick, rookie OC himself, he's able to call plays better now because he's able to, get the experience of having a full season of calling plays. Another thing is the offensive line in that game was decimated. Going into that game, our offensive line was completely out. I mean, it was ridiculous how many people weren't playing. And you consider now this offensive line is gelled well. I'm not saying all of our original starters are in, because that's a lie completely, but they're gelling well, and they allow 0 sacks in Cleveland, or facing Cleveland. Now that's Cleveland, and this is Baltimore, so you can't really compare too hard one team to the other. But that's some good confidence for the offensive line. We also have a different running back. Dameon Pierce was the primary running back in that week 1 game, but Devin Singletary has been playing some really good football these past couple weeks, and he'll be our primary running back, and he fits Bobby Slowick's system significantly well. So that's also something to look into, that we have more of an established offense. Offensive line established, offensive play calling established, CJ Stroud's better, and Devin Singletary is the running back. If you look at the defense, I remember in the game, I believe Jalen Petrie got injured. He was making a pretty big difference in the game. So Jalen Petrie getting injured, obviously anything can happen within the game, but that was also pretty big considering what happened in the game. You also look at, Derek Stingley Jr., who, if you look at him in week 1, I believe he played in week 1. Derek Stingley now is significantly different than what he was in week 1. Derek Stingley is like an all-pro level corner. He's been playing like that for the past 6-7 weeks, all-pro level. In week 1, he wasn't. We were still figuring out if he was going to be, is he that guy? So we should have picked Sauce Gardner. We still had that in our minds. So the week 1 Texans, there's a lot of different things, right? You got Derek Barnett from the Eagles, who's been playing some really good ball for us. Jonathan Grenard and Will Anderson, they're obviously going to come back. And, we did a decent job. And obviously it's week 1 Baltimore, so they had to gel in their offense as well. But we did a pretty decent job of limiting Lamar Jackson. He didn't have a very particularly spectacular day. To me, it was more of the defense, just, their defense, beating down our offense, getting to CJ a lot. So this team's significantly different, is what I'm trying to say. So basically, Texans, you have to go into this game with that mentality. The week 1 Texans ain't this Texans team. I said the same thing with the Colts. The week 2 Texans team was not the week 18 Texans team. So it's going to be a different game for the Colts. The week 16, whatever week that was, Texan team facing Cleveland was not this week 19 Texan team facing Cleveland here. The mentality you have to have is they're a good team, but so are you. So go in there, punch them in the mouth. You may lose the game, but if you lose this game, the thing is, this is a hard game for you, but make it a hard game for them. You know what I'm saying? Don't, if you lose it with pride. Make it hard. Make them say, damn, bro, this team, there's something to reckon with. If you're going to lose the game, be the 2012 Seattle Seahawks. That Seattle Seahawks team that made Atlanta sweat at the end of the game, be that team. If you're going to lose, so you can set up for the 2013 Seahawks. You know what I'm saying? If you win, be the 2021 Bengals or whatever, right? Be that team. But if you lose, be the 2012 Seattle Seahawks. Make it hard for these boys and make them know we coming. But if you want to win this game, you got to punch these boys in the mouth. You have to have the mentality like, hey, they're great, but hey, we damn good too. And boy, you just got to go out there and understand you a different team, right? Shock the world. Put pressure on yourself. Don't feel like it's complete house money because you don't want to just lollygag in the game, but just go, just all guns a-blazing, throw everything at the sink, kitchen at the sink, and let's see what happens. Or I forgot how the expression goes. But yeah, so it's going to be a very interesting game. I think it's a winnable game, but it's going to be hard like hell if you do, right? It's going to be a close one if you do win. And hey, you could lose and lose badly, but hey, at least put up a fight now. Hey, for more solo content like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Later on in the week, I'll do my predictions for the divisional round playoffs, and hey, hopefully good things happen. But hey, to the next video, I'm out of here. Peace.